think we were going to go shopping and then go after the keeper. Yeah, probably. Dogs might be the best way to do that. They will need to do shopping.
Something rustling. Oh no.
Who's there?
Who's there? Who? Someone might be a little bit drunk there. Out of curiosity, what the fuck is this?
Bees, you stay away from them hammerheads.
Ah, pagans. Moon's Day. I made them enchantings with my magicer wand to raising them undead again. Them hammerheads best battling them all day and nights. Best a good thinger I do. Best. Oh shit, this is what we were supposed to do and not the keepers. But what? How the hell are you supposed to? I mean, how the hell are you supposed to? They tell you to go to the graveyard. So how the hell are you supposed to suddenly go to the sewers to figure this one out? Okay. It best keeper them from burying Frenzy Alfred in them Hammerful graveyard. Best I know want him buried in a hammer spot. Best I want him to resting in goodsy earth where him's flesh can feeders them trees and vines. I could just get into them cornerstone and be starting the green sea. Then the hammery graveyard beasts will turn greens and goodsy. Then we'll let friend Alfred be buried there. But best too risky, them hammers best too many. I best must stay hiding in them sewers in old quarter for now. Be safe for me there, and I be close enough to raising more undead with my magicer wand. I was not able to get to them cornerstone against. There's a hammerhead near theirs. What best I will do? At least I still have my magicer wand. Best will keep raising them undead to stoppers them hammerheads. The woodsy lord will guide me. Well, it was a happy coincidence. Okay, the hammers are trying to bury someone in the old Porter graveyard, but they can't as long as the zombies keep generating. A pagan shaman wants to activate a pagan cornerstone in the old Porter graveyard so the plants will overrun the area. So if we activate the pagan cornerstone, that should do it. That'll stop the zombies, that'll allow the hammers to bury their thing. So everything goes well for everyone. I'm inclined to do it. Although
Parola. Oh, there you are. You're a dead man.
I'm with you
Go
now.
on then and run, Taffer. When I catch you, you're dead. You won't get away.
well, I'm doing quite a well job at getting away. I think this is the graveyard they're talking about. Where's the greensy cornerstone here? I totally forgot moss arrows in the game in general. I didn't want to use holy water because that's something I don't know if we can even buy. Fire arrows we can certainly buy more. Okay, where's the cornerstone? Yeah. Not sure if we're gonna get anything from this. Overran the old quarter graveyard with plans so that Alfred could be buried there. That should stop the zombies from spawning. Exactly what's going on. We might want to steal the... no, we won't be doing anything. I think we're pretty much done. I don't want to go out that way. So, if we have any luck, there's a guy waiting for us. Okay. So, we are gonna need an equipment refill. Two shops here, we might as well try to visit them. That's something we... That was the... Wait a minute. Yeah, that's the guy who was killed, I think. What is that?
I hath no coin for thee. Oh, there ain't no one in there. Not anyone to talk to. I ain't all that. Not all the time.
Welcome, welcome. Step into my store. I call it Carmen's Place because that's me. I'm Carmen. The Hammerites think I sell ladies' undergarments or something. I don't know where they got that impression, but it keeps them away. So everybody's happy, yeah?
Yeah, sir. Flash bombs! Noise makers. Yeah, give me everything. We're really missing water arrows only at this point. Should I practice gold block? No, I don't think so.
Thought I saw. What the bloody? There, you!
Why did I cave to Oldale? Yeah, I can't think of a single reason. Interesting. Docks is where we need to go. The south quarter, where the game starts, I think it's the... well, that's the only place I recall that sells water arrows. Might not be the only place, but I'll go there since I'm sure that's one of them. Also, we might need... what is this? Shale Bridge Crate. We might need fire arrows. I think those are sold in the docks. Especially if we have to go against the statues, definitely are gonna need fire arrows. We can make do without them, but at the same time, I'd rather have them as an option at least.
Hope you got something good, Garrett. Business ain't what it should be.
That's the shop we need to visit. Nasty place to go and visit though.
Captain my arse. If he's a captain, then I'm a... well, I don't know what. But he's no captain, not a good one anyway. That's for sure. That's him! In the street!
Ahoy there, shopper. Well, thank you, I guess. Nice doing business with someone who don't stink up the place with fish smell.
The game is up, Taffer!
I'm not loading again.
Stop him! He's in the street!
Havelock Prison. Never went there. Wonder, there are these few areas I've noticed. There are clearly, that's probably an escape from the prison. But I wonder, how do you enter these? Do you just need to fail or get caught or something?
He must. Stay back!
Found ya! I'll make a corpse of ya!
Hey, I mean,
Go on then and run, Taffer. Taffer, stop right there! When I catch you, you're dead.
I gotta say, I'm still hurting all over from that roughing up.
All right, Taffer, show me what you got. Ain't nowhere to go, you know.
Take your time, look around. Here at the Well-Equipped Thief, we pride ourselves on stocking everything a person like yourself might need.
And I think that's about everything. Still left with
You
8,000.
won't get away!
So money is not really a problem.
Ha! Who's here?
Garrett actually, but hopefully the entrance that we used previously is still available. Somewhere in the northwest.
Ha! Aha, you taffer! You've had it!
Not high enough. I just don't want to bother with the guards. It's much faster to just bail and load than it is to try to hide
They'll all
it
be
from
at
them.
the tavern while I'm stuck here. Oh, oh boy! Who's here? Oh, fine.
What did we need to do here? Report our findings.
Gamal did this. Looks like we've got a new target for those assassins.
Yes, but unfortunately the enforcers are quite ineffectual against her.
So what are you gonna do?
She's found the final glyph.
Final glyph?
The last of all glyphs. It's a very powerful weapon. She will undoubtedly.
Activate it, and in doing so, wreak untold suffering, and also ensure her complete invulnerability for all time.
Keeper Orland, the treasures are gone. Gamal has taken the chalice and the paw.
Gone? The artifacts? Then it was Gamal who wanted them, not Katika. You see, I received these notes that... I thought that they were from Katika, until they kept coming, even after she was dead.
It appears we have made things easy for Gamal. But what does she intend to do with the artifacts?
There is no way to know, except she must have a hidden lair, some place where she has taken our missing books.
You could find it, Garrett. A thief could find it.
Her lair? Yeah, I have an idea where it might be.
Then you must go. Go now and kill her.
If only you could find a way to destroy the final glyph. Make sure it can never be activated.
Let me see if I've got this right. You want me to find Gamal's lair, learn what she wants your treasures for, kill her, and find and destroy this final glyph? Anything else?
How dare you act so high and mighty?
Enough speeches, Orland. You've already had your turn.
Yet, there is truth in his words. A sequence of events was started when you stole the chalice and the paw. The glyphs did warn us.
Right. Glyphs. As if I could forget.
Go to Oldale, figure out where Gamal's den lair is located, then break into it. So that's an easy job. We already know that. There was a talk of what was it? Some kind of a monster in the sewers that the pagans were trying to. They flooded the sewers to avoid her, so we need to use the pumping station to get the water out, then go in there ourselves.
I'll find you sooner or later.
Or never.
There, again. Must be closing in.
And I'm stuck.
Give it up, you! What are you waiting for?
Fuck you, game. I'm stuck. I can't believe the mobility system of this game.
There! You! I'm gonna get you! Ah,
Of course he will.
when I get to you.
In some ways it's excellent, and in some ways it's god awful.
Who are you? I'm telling on you. There you are.
I guess it's hard for me to sort of accept that it's someone could make such a sucky system, because you've basically you've seen better in gaming.
It ain't polite to strike a lady.
Easily a decade.
My shift. Come on out here. Stay right there.
No idea what's going on there. I guess pagans and Hammerites are fighting. But basically, the easy climbing systems have been. It's not like the Thief was somehow exceptional, having that kind of a easy climb system. So that's how. It's hard to accept how they could backtrack on that so badly. So basically fail to do such a system that multiple games all over have been able to successfully do for a long time. Then another implementation of the Thief game for some reason stumbles incredibly. But at the same time, certain areas are properly good. So,
Something moving? Hell's bells! Have you made any?
a little bit good, a little bit bad.
Good to see you, Your Excellency.
Is that a chest? Doesn't really matter. Ooh, we can pickpocket this. But I really care though. Yeah, pump house. That's what we're interested in here.
Watch where you're going, eh? Strangest thing. I saw her. Thought it was old Carmela, the gypsy. So I called out. When she turned, she
Higgins. We bees closing off the manful pump house. Dian had a visioning. There's an abomination that lives in them canal. Stay away. As long as the water level in the canal stays high, not lower, then no pagans or city heads can go down into them canal and cause trouble with them abomination. Best you neither to get into them pump house, then seek you Diane in them Greensea Park. She havers them trickster amulet that makes them vines go away.
What the bloody... What's going on over there, huh?
Well, of course they died, a mad old girl. The two of them didn't have half a brain between them.
Exactly my point, Zachary. The mother, now she had a brain.
Bees, I had a visioning, Garrett. You wanting to find
Takes
them
you Diane's amulet,
abomination.
Garrett.
Yes?
Bees will it helping you with
Bees
them
needs it
vines
then,
that seal the
my
city head
amulet.
pump house by them canals.
Bees opens them vines that guards them man fools canal building. Takes it. You bees earned it.
You think side bees not notice you look-see?
May wine and mead bees plentiful for you.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to have allies.
I mean, there's only one museum, and I don't want to rush in without the right outfit.
Quite right, darling. Proper attire. I hadn't thought of that.
What is this? Museum of Arts and Antiquities. I think these are probably specialty jobs you could have found out if you would have explored the city every day. Get all the extra...
Aha! There, you! Surrender or die! Help! Anybody!
You came after me, dumbass. Pump house controls. Let's go after the abomination then. Is this gonna be a proper mission? Gamal's Lair. I'm guessing this is the stage where we find out the entire plan. There's no map. We still don't really understand what's going on, or what's the deal with the glyphs. We just sort of understand that they do things. There's still the items, or the sentients, that are somehow integral to what she's planning. So I don't think we're gonna end up getting into any kind of final confrontation until we actually understand the stakes and what we need to do. Yeah, this place is totally undefended. The statue alone is a bit worrisome. There's no loot requirements or anything here. Just need to, I guess, successfully get the information. I'm still being fairly cautious. I don't expect much resistance here. Maybe a few of their statues. I don't think Gamal herself is here. She's got things to do. But probably her guards, golems, whatever. It's another matter. The glyph of unbinding. I must keep you here with me, secret, yes. Unbinder. You are the undoer, the unbrider. So easily can you destroy my stone warriors. So easily do you unwrite the glyphs that animate them. Why must you exist? You are like the last of all glyphs, a terror to me. But here, in my lair, my home, my den, here you can do no harm. Garrett would want to see you, take you, use you, yes? With your power he would fear my stone soldiers no more. One hit with his cursed blackjack, his bludgeon, to the back of the head of my minions and they would crumble. Well, that's not something we're gonna take now, is it? But that will not happen. You, glyph of unbinding, you will sit unused, unseen, unsung. So, where is it? It's probably very, very, very well hidden. The Letters of Diocen. To the Council. I'm nearing the end of my ability to serve as interpreter. My apprentice, Karuka, though blind, is highly gifted. She should be my successor when my time is ended. For the future, the prophecies are clear and rife with warnings. With the help of the young acolyte that chose thievery over us, we shall eventually overcome the first two trials. Then a third dark age will approach, but here the glyphs are not so clear. Interpreting this third trial will be Karuka's life work and her eventual undoing. She knows this and accepts her fate with dignity and balance. Interpreter Diocen. The Council. This will be my last missive. The glyphs have taken all from me. I hope my efforts have not been in vain, and that my warnings have not fallen on deaf ears. I await a resolution on the matter of the glyphs I have postulated. If there is a glyph of transmutation, then there is terrible danger. A shapeshifter glyph would be too much a temptation for any keeper. We must scour the old text for any references to such a glyph. It is possible that early keepers found it, but that the knowledge was lost, and it is how that knowledge might have come to be lost that brings me great unrest. Someone intentionally erased it. I guess it's the sort of problem with, I guess, when you try to, let's say, erase a bit of science, because, let's say, for nuclear weapons, you could have argued that work could be better without nuclear weapons, something like that. Ignoring the argument, if that's actually the case, it could be anything. Something that doesn't have that ambiguity whether it's overall good or not. Yeah, it still probably is better to have that knowledge in general, simply because you can at least try to prepare, counter, maybe develop some kind of a solution to the threat if you have knowledge of it in the first place. But if the knowledge is entirely wiped out, hidden, kept secret, then you basically have the risk of someone else still be able to stumble upon it. So it's going to be still be used, but because there's no real information about it, there's no way to properly counter it, there's no way to prepare for it. And even if you... Oh, it's loading again. Yep, there's no way to... Even the first guy who's using it is not going to be fully aware of the implications of using it. I mean, you could sort of theorize things, but taking nuclear weapons as an example, I don't think the people really understood what the full consequences were until they did a lot of testing on them. So even if there wouldn't be some kind of menacing force behind using them again, this forbidden knowledge, the fact that their knowledge would have been tried to be suppressed could be one of the reasons why some kind of catastrophe happens in the first place. So trying to suppress the dangerous knowledge, I understand it, but the more I think about it, I think I'm not sure if it's in any way a positive thing, even in theory, because you can't know where the future takes you. So it's a huge gamble on the fact that certain things will not happen if we just do this, where more likely you have no fucking clue where things are going to go. And so more information, more understanding, more control, more new tech built on the previous knowledge is probably going to provide benefits on their own, no matter what. Even if the catastrophe happens, the extra understanding you have of it, how it works, will probably help us you to mitigate or recover or from the damage done anyway. While if you try to suppress it, if you successfully suppress it for all time, congratulations. But likely, yeah, that's not gonna work. So you're just going to... your efforts to suppress things are probably just going to lead to more trouble. Chronicles of Dagar, Epilogue. Imagine our great excitement at finding the new glyph. Somersault was the first to discover its secrets, but it wasn't long before our excitement grew to concern, then fear. Fear for the future. Fear that the glyph could fall into the hands of an unbalanced mind. For we keepers are human, and humans have weaknesses. With no way to destroy it, we enshrined it, sealed it with all manner of glyphs, and have set up these words to speak to the future. Do not heed the goal of the glyph of transmutation, the glyph that can be used to steal another's form. Do not seek to unlock the seals that hold it, let it sit forever unused, and most of all may balance be with us, the four entrusted with this terrible knowledge, task and burden. Signed Keepers Dagon, Somersaults, Gamal, and Van Dolen. So, yeah. 4 keepers, and one of them killed the rest. Or did it? It sort of looked like transfused or transmuted form. Gamal looked like it had a lot of creatures fused into one form. So I wonder the other keepers are also fused into her. Basically, and because she was in a great position, she made sure that the records of the transmutation were later wiped out. Yeah, the map is not gonna help us here. Steal back both the chalice and the paw from Gamal's lair. Search Gamal's lair for clues about the final glyph and why she wants the artifact. Find and obtain glyph of unbinding, which can be used to destroy statues. Well, that sounds pretty bad. You really use the glyph of unmaking. Doesn't look like they have a much stamina for attacking us.
Got it. Again. Whatever it is.
Yeah. Got it again, whatever it is. Pretty much my reaction to. I don't see any good way for us to get out of here. Might be better off just running, maybe hitting a flashbang on them and then for the best. Good enough. Good enough for me. We got the item we wanted. So it seems like this is sort of a yard with some kind of a garden in the center, and it'll go probably in a sort of a U shape around that uh, central yard. So one item on both sides maybe, and we have to find the glyph of unmaking. I'm not leaving here without it. Probably can't leave here without it, in fact. Always the thief, his name always in the prophecies. Where's mine? Am I not just as terrible? Am I not even more fearsome? I must animate my army in more numbers than before. He will not fulfill his destiny. This is less than optimal. We're moving, might as well move forward. Kamal's journal. My efforts have met with obstacles, hindrances, delays, but there is a benefit to having Garrett alive. He can easily do what I cannot. The thief, the sneak. I know everything, and he knows nothing. My success is assured. It is time for recollection, retrospect. Decades, centuries past. I remember the day Somersault found the glyph, my glyph, and I knew, even I signed the covenant never to touch it, that it would be mine. It called to me, it sang me its song. Then it was foolish, trusting Wendelin who shared with us his insight to use the glyphs against the accelerated aging, and it worked, better than I hoped. And now I am more than any of them could have imagined. Of the recent past, the child Laurel, whose form I used to hide from the others for so long, sealed her grave with the glyphs so that her skin would be mine for as long as I wanted it. How did she escape? I still am unsure. And Orland, so easily manipulated by the letters, signed with a C. Any other would have unearthed my simple ploy. How easy it has been to remove from the libraries the books that refer to me. And now for the future. I surmise that there are others following my path, my destiny. All they lack is the glyph of transmutation. And when the time comes, I will give it to them, my brethren and more. I am become glyphs. The time of secret is almost over. A new age approaches.
They say she used to be human, but whatever she was, Gamal's a monster now.
Final glyph, last of all glyphs. Cross-check for other names used. Sanctions. Crown, where? Check Karuka's notes on Propheticus. Lost beyond time. Under the above world. Translation incorrect, recheck source. Landmarks. Must be significant. Relationship to artifacts. Oldale Plaza. Pracho Monument, Hard. Stone Market proper, Clock Tower, Chalice, Crown, Old Quarter. Near Fort Ironwood. Dock, South Quarter, Fountain. Research historical significance. Exhibit in the Wheelstrom Museum. Ancient keepers. Were present when the city was built. Earliest writings. Check the oldest history text. White Giant. Could it be the streets themselves? Which streets were built already? Which are the oldest landmarks? Oldest districts? Recheck the text. Cross-check compendium against failsafe or ancient failsafe. How did ancient keepers refer to the final glyph? Seal back both the chalice and the paw. What's this? That's the candle. How can I interact with you?
I thought I told you I don't like being followed.
Our separate paths have converged, Garrett. We both seek the same thing.
I suppose if you were working for Gamal, you would have tried to kill me just now.
Tried? I would have succeeded. Look around us, Garrett. This is Gamal's secret library. Here she has been lurking, plotting, and for much longer than just one lifetime. She has used the glyphs to extend her life. And there's more.
You've been reading, Artemis.
Yes, we are fortunate. In these books, Gamal has documented her plans carefully. But the meaning of that map is not yet clear to me.
chalice, crown. These things are marked with the names of the artifacts.
These books, some have been missing for months, some maybe years. She does not say what the final glyph does, only that she will become undefeatable once she... The Aldale Plaza, the South Quarter Fountain.
Well, now we know what to do with the artifacts once we have them. They fit into those landmarks somehow.
She has been gaining knowledge, while our ignorance grew.
Do the books say where she is now?
The remaining treasures, they are at the museum. She hopes to gather them all at once.
And when she has them, she'll activate this, the last of all glyphs.
No. The books are very clear on that. She intends to destroy it. When she has all the treasures, she'll have the power to do just that. The last glyph is the only thing she fears. Well, that, and you, my friend.
Destroy it? But that's what Orland and the others told me to do. Half-truths from the Keepers, why am I not surprised?
For the Council to still employ subterfuge, with all that's at stake. I will go to Orland myself and get the truth from him. You should
go to the museum and steal the remaining artifacts before Gamal gets to them.
Then let us meet back at Stone Market Plaza. And Garrett, if you come face to face with Gamal, you must understand. With her power over glyphs, she is all but indestructible.
Right, I'll keep that in mind. Artemis?
Still need the glyph of unmaking. And we don't have the chalice. And binding. The museum is probably a full-fledged mission. The glyph of unbinding. I must keep you here with me. We've read this before. You will sit unused, unseen, unsung. That's the glyph of unmaking. This glyph will allow you to destroy Gamal statue minions, blackjack them. Steal back both the chalice and the powerful. Basically, we just need the chalice at this point. Not sure shooting one torch is gonna make any difference here. There's too many light sources all over the place. The money isn't exactly all that valuable at the moment. Still, it isn't exactly worthless either. Where would you hide the glyph of unbinding? Somewhere where you don't want anyone to see. Let's see if we can test out this new ability of our blackjack. My quest for the 5 artifacts. I now have 2 of the 5. The chalice and the jacknaw's paw were easy. In my capacity as puppeteer for the old fool Orland, I was able to have Garrett do the work to acquire them. Then, when my true nature was revealed, it was a trifle to remove them from the keepers to the safety of my den, my lair. For the heart and the eye, they are attention seekers, and this has brought them both to the Winchstrom Museum, where they pass as ordinary displays. There they feed their desire to wound, to entrap, and to pollute the minds of the susceptible humans. The eye is fueled by the flesh eye of my adversary. I wonder what the Sentient will have to say to me when I finally hold it in my hands. I wonder if it can comprehend what I have become. As for the location of the crown, for so long the glyphs were frustratingly silent, until recently when it was made clear the crown too has arrived at the Wheelstrom. This brings me extraordinarily close to my goal. My quest it is as if the Sentients wish for me to find them. Now I must proceed to the museum and steal, possess, acquire the remaining Sentients. It is time for all secrets to be made known. We're gonna go out from this edge. I think a few moss arrows maybe if they're needed. They might make the situation a lot easier. Keep moving. Come on. Come on. Well, it's not pretty, but it works. That guy seems to stay in that position quite a long time, so it should not be too much of a bother to get behind it and just knock him out. Okay. This is definitely a welcome addition. Just having constantly these opponents that are incredibly hard to permanently remove. Um, how exactly are you supposed to get out of here? I don't recall how we arrived here. I did not drop down, did I? No, I think so. So, there were ladder somewhere, maybe? Did I even drop down here at all? What exactly am I waiting? Still, yeah, need to get the chalice. There's some kind of secret door or something. I must have come from there. Maybe? Just, yeah. Right. I would have taken that. So, no. Yeah, how are you supposed to get out of here? This is one of those times when you really should know what the fuck you're doing, but for some reason the cutscene totally disoriented me. I have no idea where we came in for. There's no map to show us, so what the fuck am I not seeing? I was pretty sure we came from somewhere in this area in general. Not sure why. No, I'm just feeling silly. How the hell did I arrive in this place? The upper parts, sure. I just dropped down. I honestly can't remember, like at all. Well, this seems to be the only way to get up. An exit? Anything? Writings of Albrecht, Volume 3. Who shall watch the watchers? Who shall keep the keepers? Alas, there is no one. No one to watch us, no one to keep us. This conclusion fills us with dread, for even a keeper should not be left unchecked. So it became our work to plan for the worst possible contingencies. If at some distant time in the future should the keepers become unbalanced, then only our work now would stand in the way of disaster. This is why we labored so long and hard to create the last of all glyphs. Yet our best thinkers were not satisfied. What if, for some reason unknown, it became into play too soon, before these future keepers had a chance to complete an important task? So we devised the sanctions. each a separate key, each with a will of its own. The heart, the crown, the paw, the chalice, and the eye. They would not consent to the journey, which would culminate in their annihilation, until the time was ripe and the one was present. To ensure success, 5 keepers were recruited to make the crucial sacrifices, and so, the last of all glyphs, our safeguard, stands ready against keeper corruption. I hope we have done service to the future. May the unwritten times never come. Oh. Why floating again? Yeah, I'm floating again. I just don't, I'm trying to basically just jump on standing still and nothing else, and sometimes get stuck on that. More relevantly, I have no fucking clue how I got into this area, let alone how to escape. Was I supposed to get the chalice before coming here and there's no escape? Either way, I don't think I want to waste time here. Yeah, loading again. So yeah, I think I'll probably end here then too, and at least check the recording to see how the hell did I arrive in this room in the first place. Because that would probably lead us out of here. I just don't recall. I think the secret entrance was somewhere there. Maybe we didn't do anything, and we basically came to the edge, see what happened in here, and the cutscene started. Maybe something like that. So there is a very real potential that we could be stuck here then, depending on how this was meant to play out. But at the same time, why would... There are these 2 guards, so why would we even need to take them out? There has to be an exit out of this place in that case. That be... this. No. Yeah, Jesus Christ. The answer is obvious. We're floating again. Climb. Just climb out of here. So, I'm not ending here. I want the chalice. This is what happens when you don't use your abilities often enough. You forget you have them. Okay, we came here through a secret door and we can't go back. That seems silly to me, but whatever. Guess we'll have to jump down. That shouldn't be a big problem. That's the chalice. And I'm floating again. No need to kill it.
Follow and find and follow and find.
It's really hard to hide here. It's just some kind of ambient light in this tunnel area that refuses to go away. Doesn't particularly matter though. I think we do need to basically get a sneak attack. Otherwise we are not going to be able to make a kill shot on one of these. Holy crap, that guy's big. Can I really just knock that bastard down? And why even bother trying, really?
Something here, yes, find it, catch it.
Don't give a shit about our clubbing attempts.
Find and kill and find and kill and find. Find and catch and find and crush and find.
I'll still try, then I'll just grab it and run.
Find and kill and find and kill and find. Find and crush.
Wasn't the wasn't the chalice now, was it? Yeah. Wrong door. I was thinking I was so close to getting it. Nothing to do with it. The one thing I dislike about this, I mean properly dislike, is that it's hard to say when they're in a mode where you can blackjack them. So it's not exactly going to help us much if we can blackjack them, if we just go behind them and we don't have the opportunity to just get. I'll take a wild guess. No, it's not a good time to try it. How about now?
Find and catch and find and crush and find. No one to kill, no one to kill. Something here, yes, find it, catch it.
Does create a lot of noise.
Find and kill and find and kill and find.
Holy crap. So 4 hits and statue goes down.
Find the noise again, yes, find it and kill it. Catch and find and crush and crush and crush and find.
And walk away.
How many times am I going to steal this thing?
Okay. They seem to be shrieking a little bit, so you know when you're in the correct room with them. And get the hell out. Guess we'll going back, get out the way we came in. Shouldn't be too many creatures here. We are gonna stumble on Gamal sooner or later. And the current plan is evade the shit out of her. Don't try to fight her in any way. I don't think we need a refill on the equipment. We didn't spend all that much. Maybe a few items here and there, but not enough to warrant going to refill. And it should be fairly easy to get to the museum.
Oh, there's.
Oh, not nose.
Webbies.
Free healing. Thank you very much. So, ignoring that we used up a few stealthy items, thievery tools, whatever you want to call them, we are ready to go. So, How do you get into the museum?
I can't just walk in through the front gate of the museum. I'll have to find some other way inside.
Yeah. Still, I don't want that to be the start of the museum. Figuring out how the hell to get in. Still, there aren't that many things I've even seen here. So maybe, I think these are places where we need to put some of the items. But how would we get into the museum? Climb again? Break into the museum in order to steal.
Somebody lurking over there?
You? They're probably that weighted guard is fairly, at least a potential place to get an entrance. Not that, then something already there. Why is this woman here? What's wrong with your hands? I don't see any good ways to climb in or something like that, so this time I don't think the direct method is what we're supposed to do. But then I don't know.
Strangest thing. I saw her. Thought it was old Carmela the gypsy. I called out. When she turned, I hope I never see that again. If I were going to complain about anything, which I ain't, I'd say I got myself a just about perfect thing going.
Well, water arrows would be something to use more. Museum heist sounds like a proper goddamn mission. First proper thievery mission. Huh. I actually don't have any idea how we're gonna get there if we don't use the main entrance. Maybe there's a glyph or something like that. Check the camera. Let's check the alternative maps we have. I would assume the plaza would be the place to have the alternative access. At the same time, maybe it was in the lair. But that would have been... I don't know. I think there should have been at that point there probably would have been a mention of it. But at the same time, it does not look like we can really do anything. It's pretty acceptable. What is that? That's where it was. What is this?
That see you, Your Excellency. Fancy. I got better things to spend my money on.
How do you open these? Give me the knife. Is that something there? But I don't know if I want to stick my nose in there.
What's up? Evening.
Yep. I think I will go and chop some water arrows. And we'll have to end it there. I just don't really have any clue how we're supposed to get in there. Since that's the case, I'm sort of inclined to believe that we'll have to either go to a meeting of some sort, or we should have tried to find an alternative exit. But since we don't have a map, it's sort of hard to see if that was even a possibility. But yeah, water arrows.
Look, I've got all taffin night to look for you. You got that kind of time?
Yeah. Well, no, not really, but I'm willing to bet you're gonna give up.
I heard you, and you know I heard you. So why not just come out?
You're gonna come back here and stare into the distance, and I'm gonna club you down, which hopefully means you will stay clubbed down when I come back here again. So what alternative ways there could be to get into the museum? At this point I probably think the canal would be the best way. There was no obvious way to just climb in there. And the canal more or less where the lair is goes north, similar direction where the museum is. And the Blasted Witch was planning to go there too. We're cool. We're cool. Yeah, I don't...
Thou wilt be found, coward. Thou wilt be found.
Cease thy mischief, Garrett. It speaks nothing well of thee.
Docks, that's where I want to go.
Found him! Come on!
Run away!
We got him on the run, we do.
Could be some kind of a secret keeper entrance there. But yeah, either way, I'm not going to try to hunt it down now. Let's go and buy my water arrows, get some basic equipment refills at the same time. I don't recall any mention of the museum
Hope you got
anywhere.
something good, Garrett. Business ain't what it should be.
Aha! I know you're the culprit. I'm gonna get someone to deal with you.
Ah. For a second there, I thought I might be in trouble. I don't think we need anything particularly special.
Just try to relax. I'm sure help will...
so no gas, no water arrows, no nothing like that. So I mean, fire arrows or gas arrows, we don't need either. So a little bit of water and maybe a flashbang. Probably spot us. A flashbang him if he does.
I'm Thomas, the proprietor here. We're here to help if you need anything.
No,
Thanks for shopping with us. We hope to see you again.
Still 7,000 left, and we did get a little bit of extra loot. Not much. Still.
Who's that, I wonder?
I gotta say.
And we are done. So, next time we'll try to get into the museum and seal the 3 extra stanchions that we're still missing.